Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher reward. This is the player card. Here, this is your development trait. Superstar and super.
How will the Saints respond to heartbreak yet again? It's the coach. It's the first of two this Monday night on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the New Orleans Saints trying to put the sting of last year's NFC Championship game no call behind them as they play host to a preseason favorite in the AFC South, the Houston Texans. I'll look back to opening weekend at halftime, but now it's off to Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Kill.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first two NFL seasons. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, 6th-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number undrafted free agents, so you never know what you're going to get.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Returning here is Wright. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans.
Ready. 5-9. Check 41. 5-9. Check.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense loses him. Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the first quarter of play, and it's the Saints in control of the football.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Airs this out for Matthews. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Wright. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes a Houston.
Ready. 5-9. Hey, 2 kill. 2 kill. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Here's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Mike, ready. 95-56. Kill. Let's go, D. Let's go. Protein spill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ready. You're waiting. You're good. I full. Ready.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Rashard Matthews here on the catch.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll be dropped at the 30. A shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a...
Ready. 5-9. 12. 9-41.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And we focus.
Set. 5-8. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze now. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Brees now on 1st down. And this is Cook with the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and Matthews makes the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Breeze again. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Right here. We go 21.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas. Ready. You ready? I got you, son. I got you. Hey, kill.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 10th carry for Kamara. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over.
Yellow lady. Kill. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's coming through.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Yellow lady.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw, it's Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Breeze going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Breeze here finding Kamara, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And here comes the Texans now.
Ready. Yellow lady. 12, 12, 12. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen as running back that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Breeze now to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, check, check.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on